Y'all, we have videos from all around the internet that y'all have sent over. Thank you in advance. That's going to make us question life. Please make sure to join the Discord. Our link to that Discord is in the description down below.
Why, when I was working for Coke, did the American Diabetes Association accept money from Coke? These medical groups are actually accepting money from processed food companies. Every hospital in America you walk into has a soda machine. There's actually sponsorships and connections between hospitals and medical groups and foods. The American Diabetes Association, when diabetes had gone up 8 times in a generation, isn't saying we should stop drinking liquid sugar, diabetes water. They're actually taking money from Coke and recommending small cans of Coke as a good move for diabetics. This is the problem, that we are getting sick for simple reasons. Yes. And we have a medical system that is not only silent, it's actually encouraging us not to really realize the centrality of our poison food system to why we're getting sick.
Come on.
Because every single institution that touches our health, they make money when we're sicker for longer periods of time, and they lose money when we're healthy.
Y'all know what I'm about to say. Say it with me. A cured patient is a lost customer. I said this a while back, a couple of reactions back, maybe like 2 months ago back. I was saying how the dentist industry I knew was a business when after I would go and get root canals, cavities, teeth pulled, I would come out to either set up another appointment or just to like kind of pay the fee of whatever I got done. And there was candy sitting on the counter for the patients, aka myself, to grab. The thing that got me there in the first place. I just recently been going to hospitals a lot lately, and you know, he's kind of just peep stuff, and he's absolutely right. They have vending machines on every floor. The stuff that got people there in the first place, y'all are selling there. Because if they lose you, they're losing out on their subscription service. We are a subscription service. If we're healthy, what's the point? In order to keep us coming back, you gotta keep giving us stuff that was getting us here in the first place. Now, I know it's other stuff, you know what I'm saying? I know it's a lot of stuff that can happen where people are going to the hospital, but one of them is if you just change the way you ate. Hospitals is a whole business out here. This is, man. Vending machines, I'm never gonna look at y'all the same in a hospital ever again. ERs.
What are you trying to do here? What do you want this place to be?
I want it to be #1. Not in the region, but in the world.
So there should be no reason why your ceiling and walls are oozing in your bedroom or living room where there's no pipes. A friend of mine who had demons had plasma ooze all over his house. In my old apartment that was infested with reptilians, I had ooze all over my ceilings and walls as well. So when demons come into your house, inside your house, they come in like a holographic form. And so because they're in a holographic form, they have this plasma ooze that they're made out of, right? They're trying to manifest themselves, if that makes sense. So on the popcorn ceiling, it's more noticeable, right? So they'll leave like a round orange, yellow, brown dot in your ceiling. And on the walls, it'll be dripping down.
Dude, you are really freaking me out because I'm gonna show you, I am in my bedroom, right? I have moved everything from my bedroom to the living room, so I stay in the living room, right? Check this out. I don't know if you can see it, but I clean this every single day, right?
Oh, wow.
And I don't know where it comes from. It's like oozing, like you said. Look at this. And I know you don't see it because the video is shot in black and white, but it's like a yellowish coffee kind of thing, right? Like a ooze, right? Now check this out. I'm gonna shoot up in the popcorn ceiling that I have in my bedroom. Those spots are exactly what you're talking about. They're like this yellowish, brownish spots. And I always keep that room clean because I'm not there, I don't sleep there, but check. So ever since I moved to the living room, something is always on this side. I don't know what it is. Something through this portrait down.
What's up, King? Thanks for stitching my video. Yeah, so I was able to see the ooze and the stains on your ceiling. Okay, so what I'm about to say is gonna sound out of this world crazy, right? But for you guys who have been following me since the beginning, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Because I post many videos about this in my earlier posts. So you should go check that out. Okay, so house demons, right? They're always reptile, reptilian, snake demon, lizards in nature. They'll live in your walls, in your ceilings, and sometimes in your things. They don't haunt your house like a regular like Hollywood movie where like shit's moves around and all that. No. They don't want to be known. They don't want people to know that they're there. And they are shapeshifters. So here's a screenshot of your ceiling. The reason why those little dots form like a S shape is because these demons shapeshift as snakes. And so it's kind of like they're leaving like their snail trail, their slithering trail. And sometimes they'll come down as a snake.
If inflation isn't theft, then why can't people counterfeit money?
If they can just print money, why do we pay taxes?
Wow.
If inflation's not theft and we can just print money and we don't have enough money, we can just print more money and give everyone that doesn't have enough money.
I agree.
Why don't we just do that instead of paying taxes? Inflation is legal counterfeiting. Counterfeiting is criminal inflation. So central banking is a coordinated currency counterfeiting cartel that runs the world. It's a Band-Aid. You know what Milton Friedman said about inflation is that it's just like alcoholism. The good effects come early. You print the money, you have the drink, you feel good. The hangover comes later. The same is true of inflation. Every time the crisis comes, you have to print exponentially more money because there are exponentially more liabilities in the system from the last round of printing. And so this is why it's unsustainable, and this is why it always culminates in hyperinflation, because the central bank has not only the precedent but also the incentive to continue printing the money until the currency hyperinflates into worthlessness.
So there's a video floating around where they interview the Liquid Death employees at the factory. And they admitted that they put curses in the factory while they're making the water. And as you know, when an item is cursed, a person is cursed, that means they're putting demons into it. And so what the curse is meant to do, when the person is drinking it, it's meant to instantly kill the person. So this water should be called instant death, not liquid death. And so most people don't die when they drink this water. It could be because something or someone is protecting the person, right? There have been cases of people dying off this water, actually. And not everyone is protected. They put it right in your face, and people choose to ignore the signs and don't care.
Did Biden just admit that paying taxes on your income is voluntary? It does sound that way. He is stating in his next tax proposal bill, the same bill which is going to charge up to 45% capital gains tax on stocks, cryptos. It's also the same tax bill that wants to charge you if your home has gone up. Even though you haven't sold it, he wants to tax you on the part that went up. Well, also in that bill, if you don't file your taxes, because a lot of people in America don't file their taxes, they don't pay their taxes because it's a voluntary system. If you pay them, it's because you agree you want to pay them. Well, he's changing the law to where it's a felony if you don't pay them. It's not a felony now. He's changing that process, and he's adding a $500,000 fine. That's kind of admitting that they're voluntary.
Right.
I would say so. But 81 million people voted for that guy. Great job. Great job, Americans.
Because when the was they gonna tell us about this? Nobody knew nothing? Nobody knew nothing. Nobody knew not a thing or the address to the Temu store. Oh, I'm ready to fight. I'm ready to fight. Hey, give me everything. This like the best dollar store Walmart little cousin. It's
Ghetto.
like that little evil cousin, little Temu. Come here. Come here, little moo-moo.
Oh, look. It's a picture I took of you the first time I ever came here. Ah, look at you, so young and happy. Where did the years go?
Dang.
You let one ant stand up to us, then they all might stand up. Those puny little ants outnumber us 100 to 1. And if they ever figure that out, there goes our way of life. It's not about food. It's about keeping those ants in line.
That's what you want to buy a house or raise kids or to impress your dad. You work away your life, and what does it get you? Smiles and faces? No. You get cash. Cash that can't buy back what the job takes.
Ooh. Yeah. Cartoons was just telling us back then, but I know we were too young to understand, but now we get it. Now we understand. I think we understand more because we're going through it.
We could reset the age of complex tissue. We chose the mouse's eye. We let mice get old and blind, and we turned the age back 80%, and they were able to see again. And so what we're talking about is how we found that there's a reset switch in the body to be young again, and the information in the body to be young is still there. So theoretically, you could take someone who's 100 years old and reset their body to be young again. Now, the exciting thing is we've been doing clinical trials or preclinical trials, and there's no apparent downside to this yet. Isn't that great? That's incredible. And we're now testing it in non-human primates just to see if it's safe. And if all goes well, in the next 2 years, we'll hopefully cure blindness in people.
That is absolutely freaking incredible. That is absolutely bananas.
But it gets better. We found that there's a universal reset switch, so you can reset different parts of the body. You can reset the skin, which means you can reset muscle. One day, it's going to be possible to reset the age of the body. We've done that. We've done that in mice. Now the question is, how soon can we get it into ourselves?
Now I need y'all to be highly vigilant and highly aware. We have people that are casting spells over the food in the supermarkets. Yes, you heard me right. Let's get into the video. Now let's watch and pay attention. Look at this old lady. Pay attention to what she's doing.
I'm trying. Okay, she picked up some salmon. I think that's salmon. Oh, what are you doing?
Y'all see that, right? She casting spells over the food. And then she's going to the next one. Then after the people buy the food and they eat it, then they start to wonder why they having these mental blockages. It's also very important that you do some kind of spiritual protection over your food. That's why you pray before you eat. Because you got other people that's praying over your food before you eat. But instead they praying that it cause harm to you. Spiritually. I'm just saying, y'all know we in a spiritual warfare right now, so y'all gotta stay tapped in. Because you can't even trust the food right now.
Now, I know we just seen a video of people placing like magnets near the chicken, and like an actual magnet that you put like on a refrigerator was being stuck to the chicken. So at first I was like, oh, maybe that's what she's doing. But when that thing starts swinging, that's not a magnet. And then what throws me off is she sat there and did all that for that first chicken or that first salmon or whatever that meat was. And then she puts it to the side and doesn't even get that. Why you just didn't do that to your own food? Why you just didn't put it in the cart and then do it at your own house? Why did you do that? I don't understand her motive. And then what's throwing me off is, well, it's not throwing me off, but I wonder what made them sit there and like look at her. Like, were they waiting to go get some salmon or some chicken, or did they just happen to see that she was acting weird? That's weird. Put some spells over your own food. Why are you putting eat plant-based whole foods? I don't see her doing that over no carrots, over no tomatoes, over no lettuce. She sat there and did it over the meat or in the meat section. What type of world do we live in?
A real witch, summoning demons and trapping them inside cans of water.
Yeah, we seen this one, y'all.
Inside this very warehouse sits the entire inventory of liquid death mountain water. Each can is about to be infused with real demons by a real witch.
A lot of what I practice can be considered traditional witchcraft.
What you're about to witness is very real, very
We're not
dangerous,
witnessing
and in my
nothing.
opinion,
I'm skipping.
A terrible idea.
We enter into...
Yeah, we not watching that, and I did this last time. Hold on, we just gonna skip because there's more to this video. There we go. All y'all can talk about why you didn't watch it. Watch it on your own time. I'm not bringing the spirits over here. Anywho, carry on.
Demon-infused liquid death.
Not even funny.
If you drink it, will you become possessed?
Will you become possessed? Are you drinking beverages that are aging you faster? We're going to use the oxidation reduction potential meter that chemists use to find out. And a positive number on this meter, the liquid is speeding up aging. A negative number on this meter, and it's slowing down aging. This meter's been around for 100 years, so learn about it. pH drops, around for 100 years. Can't ignore it. All these acidic bottled waters and this fake alkaline one, when I blow my carbon dioxide in, it changes. It's not magic, folks. It's science. This medical grade right here improved my acid reflux, digestive problems, gave me more energy, and quite literally changed my life. It can help you too. God bless, change your water, change your life, and stay away from the liquid death.
This is it right here. See this box right here? It's called Liquid Death. Okay. Let me turn the box around.
$17
right
for
there.
a 12-pack.
Liquid Death. That's what it looks like. Okay. Liquid Death sparkling water. Okay, all that stuff right there you see on the box is all satanic witchcraft stuff. Had a real witch cast spells, okay, over this liquid death water, and when you drink it you become possessed. No joke. Look it up. Want to give y'all a heads up. I would not recommend eating this. New Orleans Voodoo. New Orleans Voodoo pretzel strips. They probably had a witch cast a spell on these voodoo chips. And there's probably demons inside. I would not recommend eating.
It's so much name, images, logos, catchphrases that you can use when making a brand, creating a product. And they chose those particular ones. I just want to know if their business is thriving. Both the voodoo pretzel chips and the liquid death, which somebody said should be called instant death. Y'all paying $17 to die is crazy.
You should not be letting anybody cook for you, anybody prepare your food, because cooking is casting a spell. When we think of somebody casting a spell, what do we think of? Somebody combining different elements, different substances. But really what makes the spell powerful is the intention behind it. Everything that you're combining becomes a vehicle for this intention. That is what gives a spell its power. And this is the same thing that happens with food. When someone cooks, they're taking meats, they're taking pastas, they're putting it on heat, they're adding water, they're adding different spices, different elements, different herbs. They're changing the chemical composition of this food. But then they're also adding an intention. And an intention has a vibration. So if this person is not cooking out of the pure love for you, to nourish you, to build you up, then what other intentions could be behind that food, behind the spell that they're casting? This person had a long day. They feeling negative about somebody. Hell, they might be feeling negative about you. They feel like you're doing them wrong. They don't really know how they feel about you. These are intentions that carry a vibration that is being imprinted on the food. And then you are consuming that food. And food, you are what you eat. This becomes a part of you. You don't just let anyone cook for you. And you make sure that the people that are cooking for you are doing it out of love. Because every time you are cooking food, you are casting a spell.
Now, I thought he was reaching until he kind of explained. Makes sense.
Gotta be real careful with spaghettis and chilies. And... Now listen. Now, witches know the power of praying over your food. They know. That's why Paul warned us, pray over your food, because you might go to a restaurant, you don't know the waiter, the cook, they might have put, you don't know, so you pray over everything, because most people that are in business worship some kind of God. All your Chinese food is dedicated, so you got to pray over everything you eat, because they are praying to a God to give them more business. But for them getting business, they have to sacrifice to that God. So what they do is the Bible says eating food sacrificed to idols. Well, they sacrifice, they offer their food to idols. The idols curse that food, inhabit that food, and they sell it to the customers. Now you don't know what's cursed or not. So what's your job? To pray over that food, to bind the demons over that food, and not be so hungry that you dig in.
Take 1 drop of your menstrual blood. You can either add it into a cup of coffee, a cup of tea, or any drink that your lover might be drinking for the night. You can even put it in food like lasagna. You know, it has tomato sauce in it, so that red blotch won't show up.
That's sad.
But I prefer usually doing it in a cup of something, because you could put all your energy and blood into that cup.
There are some women that take their period blood and put it in spaghetti. Why is that? That's because they're casting a love spell. It's a belief among many in the South. I'm from the South. I'm from Pensacola, Florida. So I've heard about this just about all my life, even as a little boy, that there are some women that partake in this witchcraft where they take their period blood, mix it with the marinara sauce, and make spaghetti with it. Now, males could do the equivalent to Alfredo sauce, which is not good as well. But it's typically strong among women in the South. And it's because they want to keep a man or they want to get a man,
That's
get a man
scary.
to fall in love with him. Now, some may think it's fake. However, check this out. The Bible says that the life of the flesh is in the blood. The term life is nephesh in Hebrew, which means soul. So when a woman does that, she's literally putting portions of her soul in the blood. So when a man eats it, he's literally taking pieces of her soul within him. And it causes him to want more of her, different things like that. Be careful whose house you eat from. You cannot eat from everybody's house. All right? Keep that in mind, and always pray over your food and ask God for discernment.
We just had a whole section on food and praying over it and what's happening to it and what people are doing and how you can't just eat from anybody and everybody. But that last one, that's real. I have heard stories, never seen it, never been around people that did it. Hallelujah. But I've heard stories about it. I heard about this when I was young. So I knew about this for a long time. But for those that this is like new information, please take heed to this. There was a movie that I saw that kind of reintroduced me to the fact that women be doing that. It was a movie called, dang, I low-key don't know how to pronounce it. Is it Midsummer? I used to call it Midsummer. I think Midsummer sound better, but Midsummer. And I don't recommend y'all to watch that. I'm being honest. That was some crazy stuff. So I'm just going to go ahead and just spoil it. But in a clip, I should say, they had wanted this one man that was visiting their country, and one of the girls really liked him. So what she did was she did what they said. She dropped some blood into his drink. His drink was a little more orangish red than everybody that was sitting around him. And he drunk it and fell in a trance and couldn't understand. And this was in a movie. And y'all already know, they put it in movies to tell you this stuff really happened. I don't know who mentioned it, but they said that this is very popular for Southern women. I can't confirm or deny that. I don't know. I have no clue. I don't even know how this stuff goes. I've heard about it. I've seen it in movies, so I know that it's true. But women, I promise you, you don't have to do that for a man that chooses you. You don't have to go around, because that is witchcraft. That is satanic. That is demonic. Let that man choose you. Just trust Yahuwah's plan and Yahuwah's will. Because when you step outside of that, that's when stuff goes left. Just stay on course. You just keep doing you, keep improving, keep focusing, keep staying consistent, keep being patient. By the time you look up, Yahuwah will have somebody for you. But you don't have to do that.
Well, it looked like Michael Jordan would not be renewing his contract with Nike. Yes, on October 26, 1984, Nike had signed Jordan to their first contract for $2.5 million. As you see in the article, it was 3 times higher than any other basketball deal that was going on in the 80s at the time. And yes, in 1984, if you're a real Michael Jordan fan, he was drafted number 1 overall in 1984 by the Chicago Bulls. But Michael Jordan owned 5% royalty checks that actually coming from Nike. Michael Jordan earnings from the NBA was $94 million. Now he done doubled that 4 times at $330 million. And that's just more than his whole career that he made in the NBA. But now, I guess Michael Jordan getting the Kanye West deal. He say it's not saving the woke brand. Me guessing what Michael Jordan actually saying, he can actually start his own clothing store, shoe store, or whatever, and he could damn near push to the heights of Nike just like they did with him. So my people gotta wake up. All these business, Gucci, Nike, Puma, Adidas, they all need us. Don't let them tell y'all they don't need us, cause they do. And everybody will call Kanye crazy, but this was one of his vision when Nike had first dropped him.
Any sore, any cut, any burn, any inflammation, any fever, any itis of any sort, any bruise is anger. All these things are anger that's turned against the self. Hair, metaphysically, is strength. Now, it's interesting when you think about how hair grows. The hair grows through the hair follicle. And very often, when we get tight and tense and nervous, we have it started back here in the shoulders, we bring it up through the neck and over the top of the scalp, and very often we bring it down around the eyes too. But when the scalp is really tight and the hair can't breathe, then it falls over and dies. And if we keep that scalp really tight with tension, the new hairs can't grow through, and we get what we call baldness. Now, just for a moment, I would like everybody in the room to relax their scalp. Okay, did your scalp move? You don't have to tell me, just know yourself. That means that you normally keep your scalp in a state of tension.
Propaganda is not education. Propaganda, on whether it's TikTok or in the classroom, is actually the opposite of education. Anybody who is teaching in a university or anyone who is putting content on social media should be held responsible for what they include and what they exclude. And so much of what we're seeing, particularly on TikTok, about what's going on in the Middle East is woefully false, but it's also incredibly slanted pro-Hamas, anti-Israel. And it is, not any place where anyone should go to get information about complex matters like what is going on there.
And propaganda is not 33,000 emails deleted from your private server.
What?
Question mark? Now, the reality is, I don't care what they call it. I don't care if they call it propaganda or fake news. The reality is, there are so many people, especially in America, that have woken up to the atrocities taking place all over the world. Palestinians had been going through what they were going through for 75 years. Some of us that were aware and on top of the issue, we know what's been going on, but majority of the world did not. What's been going on in Congo has been going on since the early 2000s. Some people are just finding out about it. Some people already knew. So we're not going to talk about propaganda. TikTok is an educational platform. So many people are waking up. And I can see if it was one thing, right? I can see if it was just somebody making a video from their car, like I'm doing now. Somebody making a video saying this is what's going on. It's not propaganda when the person is showing you the video in real time.
Right.
It's not propaganda when the person doesn't have time to edit the video because they could lose their life at any moment. It's not propaganda when the person is making the video scared because they worried about somebody seeing them and taking their phone or an explosion happening right next to them as they're recording. What we are seeing is in real time. What we are learning is in real time. Whether it's the situations in the Middle East, whether it's the situations with processes, whether it's the situations with laws, people are waking up. And a big part of that waking up is because of TikTok. No app has done what TikTok has done. Even YouTube didn't do what TikTok did. YouTube helped so many of us. YouTube helped us learn how to tie ties. YouTube learned how to help us change tires. YouTube taught us how to do all of these amazing things, right? DIY.
Right.
But TikTok, not only did TikTok teach us how to do these amazing things, but TikTok opened our eyes to the atrocities of what's going on in the world, as well as many good things that's going on in the world. TikTok has helped us learn about culture. TikTok has helped us learn about history, about people, about processes, about how to get money, about art, about situations or events that may be taking place in our locations of things that we might like. So don't ever try to come and blame TikTok for propaganda when TikTok is propagating the truth.
Come on.
Bars.
Was no heels. I caught it.
Bars in the comment section right now.
What I did love was the fact that he said that no other app did this. This is the reason why they're trying to take TikTok off. I just want you to know that. They're trying to take TikTok off because, like he put in his video, the elites are mad because TikTok is exposing the lies and offering the truth. There has been so much I have learned just off of TikTok videos alone. And it doesn't even have to be history. It could be cooking videos. It could be car hacks, food hacks. It's just all this. I could keep going on and on, but you guys get the point. It's so much stuff that I learned from TikTok. And I'm like, why is it that they want to take this app down? What is it about this app in particular that's different from Facebook, that's different from Instagram, that's different from YouTube? Oh, because TikTok is exposing some stuff. That's truly what it is. Because even what he said about the whole YouTube situation, it's a lot of stuff that can't make it to YouTube because YouTube has policies and regulations that you cannot touch. This app is truly like helped me. It's blessed me for the better. So the fact that the elites want to take it down because their agenda is being exposed, it's like, that's on y'all. See, the problem was, this is where they messed up, and we're gonna play the rest of the video. Y'all thought y'all was gonna give us an app and it was gonna be a bunch of dancing, because that's where I was at. I was never downloading TikTok. I was the female that didn't have a TikTok until, I was a late bloomer. In other words, I told myself I was never getting TikTok. I was not about to get on there and watch people dance. I wasn't gonna get on there and watch people, the Musical.lys. I don't know if they still do that, where they, I don't even know no more. I really don't. My feed is just filled with stuff that how I made my algorithm. We already talked about this in another video. Long story short, y'all didn't expect for people to start waking up and start realizing some stuff and to start questioning some stuff, questioning reality. Y'all didn't expect that. So the app, it kind of flipped back on y'all.
Watch this. Sometimes you show people a version of yourself and it's only so long before the truth comes out.
Ooh,
so start with the truth, because there are so many people out here selling a version of themselves to the world that does not exist. Selling a version of themselves to their girl that does not exist.
Hold on.
Selling a version of themselves to a man that does not exist.
Eat it.
If you really want somebody to rock with you, if you really want somebody to be in your life, when you lead with you. Don't lead with an alternate reality version of you. Don't lead with somebody that you want to be. Lead with who you are, because once people find out the real you and they realize you've been selling them an alternate universe, alternate reality version of yourself that doesn't really exist, they're gonna drop you. And you'll be lucky if they don't spread word about you to the rest of the world and people stop messing with you. Stop lying, because when you're selling a fake version of yourself, that's all you're doing is lying. And trust me, when the lie comes back to bite you, it's gonna bite you harder than the lie that you were selling.
Come on.
Be honest and be yourself. And if they don't love you for you, fuck them.
Ooh, it's so much I want to land back off of. Oh my gosh. If y'all thought I was not going to comment and give my commentary, my extra 2 cents on that video, oh, y'all got another thing coming. Y'all might as well just skip. Anywho, the 2 quotes that I want to give is, one is be yourself. Everyone else is already taken. And the second one is be yourself. An original is always worth more than a copy. That mask comes off eventually. It doesn't stay on forever. Mind you, y'all may be thinking I'm laughing because I'm thinking about somebody in my head. I'm putting myself in that position too, because there's times where I haven't truly acted like myself. There's times where I may have tried to put on, I may try to have acted in a way that I shouldn't have. It's for me. At the end of the day, when you watch videos, point the finger at you. Y'all know the one I don't like. The one was, if you're pointing a finger, you have 3 pointing back at you, or what is it? Is it 4, 3, 4? Whatever they be saying, I don't like the quote, but it's real. That's probably why I don't like it. I need healing in that department. Point it at you first. But there has been times where I'm like, why am I acting like this? Why am I moving like this? And Yahuwah will convict me like crazy. He will let me know, yeah, this not you, and you moving in a way that I didn't make you to move. So he'll point it out immediately. But what I'm trying to say is that the mask comes off. You can fool man all you want, but you can't fool Yahuwah. Can't fool that Ruach either. I'm trying to tell you. So just be yourself. Just be yourself. And another quote I like is, you change the world by being yourself, Because I love that Michael Jackson song, I'm starting with the man in the mirror.
Men in this world like working women, because you don't want to work. Well, you know, it takes two of us, or talking about selling drugs or pimping.
I thought that was a stingray, then I thought it was a whale. I don't know what it is anymore. This video's cap.
When a bird is alive, it eats ants. When the bird is dead, ants eats the bird.
Why would they show that?
Time and circumstances can change at any time. That's why you don't devalue or hurt anyone in life.
That's
because
real.
You may be powerful today, but remember, time is more powerful than you. One tree makes 1,000,000 matchsticks, but only one matchstick needed to burn 1,000,000 trees. That's why you gotta be good and do good.
Wait.
That's karma.
That was good.
Soul Stock Records. We have been authorized to offer you this.
A recording contract?
So, what do you say, Sonny?
I'd say,
Autumn.
Sorry guys, not interested.
Isn't there something we can do to sweeten the deal?
Nope.
That's supposed to be Andre? 3,000? Hey, you should show on
if you're looking to give
Boomerang.
somebody a recording contract, I'm a musician too.
Oh, nice.
Whatever this is.
I'm Sonny's star student. We almost like best friends.
Best friends?
Voila! Have you thought about a career in culinary design? Or the lumberjacking arts?
Matter of fact, I have.
Sonny! Soul Stack Records. They want my demo, man.
You sure you want to do that? I don't know about them cats, man. All right, just you keep your eye out for anything suspicious.
Nothing suspicious about that.
Okay.
Hello? Soul Stack Records, please. Please.
What's it called? Soul Track Records?
I got a good feeling about this place.
Ready to sing your song?
I was born ready.
Sensational.
He barely played anything.
Is that Santa?
Close.
Close. Big D.
Really? Hey, they call me Lil D. What your D stand for?
Yeah, Dwight. Yes, that's it, Dwight.
So what you think about my song?
It was marvelous. In fact, I'm prepared to offer you a recording contract with Soul Stack Records.
Soul Stack.
Oh, yeah, huh? Are you ready to become Soul Stack Records' biggest star?
I don't know. Let me give this some serious thought.
Remember, keep your eye out for anything suspicious.
Now that was some serious thought.
Congratulations. I'll have my people call your people.
But I ain't got no people.
Oh, you will.
Who got my sticks?
Now, y'all keep in mind, this is just a little something I threw together.
like Eddie's house.
No, it does not. My mold is made of hot fudge.
Hey, y'all! I just signed a recording contract. What record company would sign a no talent like you?
Dang.
Soul Stack Records signed a no talent like me. I mean, sign me. A talent.
Soul Stack Records. Big deal. Wait, that is a big deal.
Yeah, it is. Now listen to me now, LaD. Recording contracts bring with them a lot of temptation. And if you give into it, bad things will happen.
What you mean bad things?
Allow me to elaborate while I decorate devil's food cake.
Elaborate while I decorate.
You'll start to change. Then you'll lose that thing you love the most. And finally, you won't even recognize yourself. Hey!
Boy, it was so tempting.
That's the craziest thing I ever heard.
The realest
Even knowing the
thing.
fact it was written in frosting. I'm Lil D, and I ain't about to change.
Sir, your car is waiting.
Very good, Dinsdale.
I didn't get that in the house.
You better not leave tire tracks on my carpet. I know that.
I can't wait to get started on my CD.
Splendid. But before we do that, we've got to work on your image.
This thing is preaching.
What's wrong with my image? I'm tight.
Nothing our marketing and research department can fix. That's them now.
Oh, so this is about Little Nas. Lil Uzi?
Well, what you think?
What is he?
I
I'm
think you look
scared.
like an idiot.
You look like a thrift store puked on you.
Hey!
Forgive me, that was rude. I meant to say vomited.
Vomited.
The only thing working for me is the backpack. And even that is so 5 seconds ago.
What you talking about? You ain't the exact same one.
Not anymore.
Face it, y'all just jealous of the new me.
Attention all students, please remember that the first sign that you've given into temptation is that you start to change. Also, it's Potato Tot Tuesday in the cafeteria.
Whatever, I'm out of here.
Can I have your tater tots?
Burn, my pretties. Burn! Extreme ham kebab?
No thanks. I need to talk to you about my new look. My friends don't like it.
Yes, that's a valid concern to be sure. And we can either spend time discussing your friends and examining their feelings, or we can visit.
So, what y'all think about my music video? It's wonderful, wonderful, right?
I don't know if that video stayed, if copyright took it off, but that cartoon had a lot to say about the industry. It says, crazy how the elevator went down instead of up. We caught that. Andre 3000 with the subliminal. I thought that was him. I thought I wasn't tripping because I'm like, that sounds and looks like him. Yeah, Reptilians own all record labels. That was a very deep and interesting cartoon show, and I kind of see why it got canceled. But I want to know, did it come out with a few seasons, a few episodes? Can y'all even tell me what the name of that show was? Because I'm not familiar with that one, but that one was pretty interesting to show you how the music industry works, because you see he came up innocent, wanted to sign, because of course when you sign it looks like life is better, but it's not. I love how he said you start off with change, and then what was it, loss, and then you don't even recognize yourself anymore. Yeah, those are the three that he said. Yeah, because I'm thinking about the cake that he had. That literally explains everybody in the music industry. There are some people that I seen their come up. I seen their before, I seen their during, and kind of their after. And I'll just say that where they're at now is not how they were in the beginning. And that goes with majority of the people in the music industry. Now, I know people change, stuff happens, but yeah, I think Lil Nas X, I think Doja Cat, I think Mulatto, because these are people that I've kind of seen come up. You just see a change and it's like, they didn't got you. You start seeing signs, stuff in the music videos, what they say in music, because Chris Brown was a major one for me, but I'm not going to say too much about that. But I was going to react to some more videos. I'm going to go ahead and end it here. yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end here because it is late. I want to give a shout out to JD, Hector, Retro, Eric, Tia, Brian, Orlandis, and Mike. So thank you guys so much for sending in videos. Again, if you want your video featured on here along with a shout out, all you have to do is just join the Discord and send your videos over that way, and that is how I react to them on this channel. I want to give all esteem, all glory, all kabod, and all honor to my Saba Yahuwah Lua and my Abba, my Adoni Yahusha Hamashiach. Just know that I am a vessel that they're working in and through. I get no credit. They get all the credit, the glory, and honor because they are working in and through me. So I have to give credit and honor where it is due. Hallelujah and Toda Rabbah to Saba Yahuwah and Abba Adonai Yahusha Hamashiach. For those that have copped the merch, I truly appreciate you. Thank you so much. Please take a picture and tag me so I can feature you on the website along with a shout out and your @name for the world to see. And thank you for those that have been showing love and support on the merch. I truly do see it. I appreciate it. I love y'all from the bottom of my heart. Y'all have a blessed one. I'll see y'all on the next one. Shalom, shalom.
You can't bring me down. I know who I belong to. Yeah. What? I won't sell my